We're back. It's time for the Corsair Summer Tour.
Mike's not in.
It's not in. It is in. You sure I'm not muted?
Yeah.
It's plugged in.
Can you hear me, Kawa?
I can.
Let's try this again. Am I in now?
No.
Someone fucked this up.
Yeah.
It's green.
That's not good.
Hello?
No.
Are you sure it's not on the board?
Yep.
Alright, because this is already plugged in.
There you go.
Let's cue the intro again. That was pretty bad. Cue the intro again, Jarrett.
Are you serious?
Yeah, do the VODs. Well, we're back. You guys thought we were done for the day. You were wrong. Now the Corsair Summer Tour 2013 continues. We have a Game 2 and possibly a Game 3 of the upcoming series, followed by another best of 3 coming your way. It's going to be Denial Esports versus 4FC. We'll hop into the draft, the game well underway. Sorry we missed the earlier stages of the draft, but we'll at least catch the tail end of it. 4FC are leading this best of 3 1-0. If they win this game, they will advance to the loser bracket finals of Group C for the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. Corsair are doing a giveaway. If you want free Dota TV tickets, head over to gc.corsair.com. You have a chance to win those. And also support the tournament. It makes a big difference. They are tracking how many people watch, and if a lot of you guys sign up for the tickets, they'll be very pleased. So 4FC, they need one win here. Denial Esports, formerly Arctic Gaming. It's the Peruvians versus the Swedes. And as the draft's about to conclude, I'll introduce Merlini, who hasn't gotten a word in yet.
Hello.
I'm LD. He's Merlini. How you doing?
You won't ever let me get a word in.
Bop,
Trying to adjust
bop,
my camera.
Bop.
Okay, so we have Denial Esports, a first pick Treant Protector versus 4 Friends plus Krillilily. And they don't actually have a particularly exciting draft. Enigma's kind of cool, but I don't think he deserves like this early of a pick. I think they could have gotten away with Alchemist, but still decent draft overall.
10 seconds.
I don't know.
I'm just reading the chat right now. I'm going to see how hard Kawa flames me.
Kunkka's pretty good, but I think a lot of times he needs setup for his Torrent. Jakiro, not the best setup. Naga Siren is okay. I would prefer a Shadow Demon over a Jakiro, but they do need AoE, and AoE they will have with Kunkka, Tidebringer, they have Jakiro, they have Queen of Pain. Pretty good versus 4 Friends plus Krilli's lineup, but they don't really have an answer to the Bat Rider. Unless they will like have Naga Song of the Siren, so
yeah, you can maybe Song if the Naga doesn't get caught. Perhaps you can X him and Torrent him in position, prevent him from pulling anyone away. But
Denial Esports, better team fight, but not as good initiation as 4FC.
yeah, maybe Song could be the initiation, but it's not something that really.
They got a lot of BKB heroes.
Yeah, they do. The Bat Rider, the Luna. On that note, we'll introduce the teams very quickly, guys. Remember, we're hopping into this in Game 2. Game 1 went to 4FC, so they lead 1-0. If they win this game, they'll take the best of 3, and they'll move on to play Evil Geniuses. Dignitas, the first team to advance out of Group C. They will enter the 8-team double elimination playoffs for this $10,000 tournament as the 1 seed for Group C. As for EG, they'll fight the winner of this. The winner of that match will advance as well. We'll introduce the teams now. 4FC on the Radiant side, 6116 is going to be your Luna. Thanks for that name, buddy. Strangby on the Rubik. Boomski on the Enigma. Blomberg on the Alchemist. And then your offlaner will be Krilly, not playing carry anymore. Interesting mountain he's got here. A Salamander, it
Whoa. New cosmetics. Whoa.
seems. New cosmetics are always
Bessie the
fun.
Bat-Million.
On the other side, we have Denial Esports. Of course, they hail from Peru. Masuku, the Treant Protector. Misko playing the twin-headed dragon, the Jakiro. Smash your Naga Siren. I wanted to see his Templar Assassin. We won't get it this game. Nova, the Queen of Pain, and Prodigious 13, a prodigious name for him. he'll be handling your Kunkka.
So Naga Siren is going to be solo mid for Denial. He has 3 branches, and Smash is their solo mid player. He should fare pretty well versus Alchemist. Alchemist has almost no armor, but most likely just be a farm wars unless Batrider does decide to rotate. Speaking of Batrider, he's also going to be solo versus Kunkka, maybe? That's very strange. Safe lane Kunkka. Safe lane Kunkka solo. I don't think I've seen that one
This is
before.
not going to be a good matchup for the Batrider. I mean, you can spam Tidebringer and just to some extent prevent him from tower diving you with creeps, but you're going to get outlast hit for the most part. You're going to get out harassed. He has not started with a magic stick either, so that poses a bit of a concern for Prodigious 13. And off the bat, Bat going to pull the creep wave back to his tower with illusions. He'll be able to last it under tower or even at his own wave. Just worried about a defensive tri-lane perhaps, but looks like there won't be a defensive tri-lane, so Krilly doesn't anticipate it there. And
I think that the Kunkka actually anticipated that the Bat would be middle and Enigma would be off lane with the triple lane on bottom lane, but predicting it wrong, I guess it doesn't really hurt him that much. So he already has 200 gold in case he does decide to pick that magic stick. About 4 friends plus Krilly, or Krilly rather, picked up his illusion rune. Doing pretty good, but this is a little bit unnecessary pulling the creeps back to your tower, especially with 6 heroes being
basically
bottom.
both players anticipated wrong, so they somewhat negated each other there. Now the magic stick can come out for the Kunkka, and he should be at ship shape. At the bottom lane, just a Luna.
I see what you did there.
Tango through for Misko. He'll look for a dual breath. No Ice Path picked up. A little bit more damage and chasing power, and they're probably getting your first blood. 61-16.
Where is the support?
To fall. The support was busy trying to de-ward. It looks like 2 sentry wards placed, and he failed that big time. Observer ward is here and is blocking the pull.
Yeah, that Sentry Ward nerf is just so brutal. Oh my goodness. Using 2 sentries, not being able to pull, that hurts your Enigma a lot, as well as the Rubik and the Luna. So that hurts 3 heroes, really. A lot of people think it only screws over the supports, but Luna giving up first blood there because Rubik was preoccupied. Things aren't going too well for 4SC in this early game.
Yeah, they won game 1, so obviously they're capable of beating Denial Esports. I still think their mid games are really hard to deal with because, like you talked about, there's a lot of BKB heroes. There's a lot of heroes that just have great initiation. Shadowblade Alchemist, if Blomberg wants to go for that. Batrider with a Blink Dagger. Even Enigma is not bad with Malefice, Lucent Beam. They've got long range. They've got long reach. They've got pretty good team fight. And we'll have to see if Denial can capitalize on a decent start. Actually, the mid lane, the Alchemist is beating this Queen of Pain. Or, sorry, Queen of Pain's bottom, but is beating the Naga mid. I would actually give Naga a slight edge. Sorry, it's pretty even, but
yeah, he has a
gets
haste
the
rune in the
haste
bottle, and he did not go for Grievel's Greed. I would actually pick up 1 level of Grievel's Greed, just because he is going to be able to farm a lot. He will be able to come up and right-click creeps without fear of exceptional amounts of harass. Kunkka started off with a 0-2-0 build. He actually just skilled up Torrent, but really needs to burn some of that mana. He has 10 magic stick charges.
yeah, the Tidebringer is essential. He almost has to max it here. I don't even think he can go X because otherwise Batrider can just dive him with the creep wave, and even Firefly is going to make living armor rather useless in this lane.
Yep. And I've seen some Kunkkas go a 4 Torrent build, even with a Shadow Demon, is usually not worth it. Tidebringer being the significant source of your damage, along with that boat.
Oh, I like this rotation from Boomski. He moves to the enemy jungle. Naga, you would love to gank her before she hits level 6, and Blomberg with 1 more stun in this haste rune could maybe look for a kill, but right as I say, I like the rotation. He's going to go back into the jungle. Play it safe. Denial still out winning the farm war a bit in the bottom lane for the time being, but all things considered, they're running a safe lane Luna. 1 and 2, yeah, it's bad, but it's only died once, and they're getting a lot elsewhere. The Enigma, the Batrider, the Alchemist, all having a good time.
So what do you think about this trade-off of putting Alchemist mid as opposed to maybe as a support Alchemist? I think he's getting like decent amounts of farm, but
They're trading him for a Naga, so I think it's fine, because Naga's...
but on the same time, their bottom lane is having a really difficult time because there's no support.
Thing is, I don't think Alk does anything in this lane either. Because the thing is, it's because of the Enigma. They just have a dual lane. Top lane, though, they've gone in and Prodigious 13. The Malefice is there, and they'll get the kill. Nice rotation from Krilly. As soon as they see the 2 there, they know Enigma's not in the Radiant jungle, and Denial wants to get aggressive bottom. Good recognition from them, but a better response for 4FC. Very defensive. Blomberg hasted. Oh, he'll throw out a stun. He'll take the invis as well. Gotta love those haste runes. If you time it right, you basically get 2 runes for the price of 1.
And there's a very good Observer Ward here by 4FC, even though they weren't able to de-ward. Good use of the Observer Wards, scouting out most of the Denial heroes. Luna is, I think she's going to have a really difficult time. She has not fared well in most of the games that I've seen her picked up in.
The thing is, Luna's laning stage is just, she's so bad in tri-lane versus tri-lane.
Yeah, I think it's okay if you have 3 range heroes and you can really just right-click people down and make use of that Lunar Blessing, but her defensive abilities are severely lacking. Top lane, Prodigious.
Yeah, Prodigious 13,
is.
once again, getting feasted upon. This safe lane Kunkka against an offensive jungle Enigma and a Bat. 4FC have really identified the weakness of Denial's draft here. Sure, they have an Enigma, so their bottom lane is pretty crappy and unable to get much out of it, but if they keep on killing Kunkka, they can also push the tower early. Krilli's going to have a fast Blink Dagger at the rate he's going. And with Alchemist doing okay mid, he can build your mech. Their mid game's still very strong, and that's where Luna can catch up and, you know, just go for the cheap items, the treads, the drums. So I think for 4FC, I actually give them a bit of an edge overall at this stage.
I would like to see a lane change out from Denial, perhaps rotate the Quap, String become under a bit of harass here, rotate the Quap for the Kunkka, just because I don't think Kunkka is going to be able to stay up in the lane anymore, and it probably should have happened earlier just because, again, Torrent is just way too difficult to hit in a one-on-one situation, especially when you don't have the hill up in the middle, and Kunkka is probably even more behind than the Luna at this point.
Yeah, Boomski's already level 6. He's got access to Black Hole. Maybe could go for a gank here. He's going to have a Malefice pretty soon. Still 30 mana away. I guess he won't be able to get another kill without going to base unless the courier brings him something. No lane rotations, though, Merlin. They're happy just dominating this tri-lane. The Queen of Pain is farming very well. I incorrectly said that it was a Queen of Pain mid earlier, but yeah, it's an offensive tri-lane Queen of Pain. Now Smash going for a rune top. He'll get stunned here. Batrider, lasso cooling down in 3 seconds time. Smash might be forced to use it. He doesn't want to, but he's going to have to pop it now. There's your song. He'll disengage, and now the Living Armor comes through. Will they look to turn this around? Blomberg could be caught. Ice Path to come. It'll only catch one. Actually, just clips Krilli at the very end. A bit slow to cancel the song. Now he's netted up, dropping fairly quickly. Not dead just yet. In comes the stun on the backside. Clips Nova, who looks to blink forward. Krilli, Firefly ends just short of getting up the hill, and he will go down. That Song of the Siren and Living Armor, very, very easy to overestimate how easily you can kill Denial heroes.
And I really do like Naga Siren mid. Having that early level of sleep just helps so well. Completely turns around the fight. Looks like Naga's about to die, turns around, kills one, almost 2 heroes, and that spell is just unbelievable for setting up. Meanwhile, their forced rotation from 2 heroes allows Luna a little bit of breathing room, as well as the Kunkka. So both of the one-roll positions getting a little bit more farm than they have been in the first 6 minutes.
Yeah, when you said Naga almost dying mid, I was like, wait, she's dying mid? What's going wrong with my brain? I don't see her dying, but obviously that just happened. So, Denial, they'll rotate 3 heroes back to the bottom lane. Nova treads up. Early No Talisman going for kind of that snowball build, which could be effective against this very squishy tri-lane. There's a Luna with Arena Bakila, still no boots. I guess if he gets caught, she's dead regardless, but just shows you how desperately poor she is. At some point, this is where you want the Enigma or the Batrider to rotate bottom, have TP scrolls ready, and look to turn this tri-lane around. They've got Black Hole, they've got Lasso, and you know Song of the Siren is cooling down, so it's the perfect time to be ready to counter gank. There's TP cooling down on Krilli. It is available right now on the Enigma, who's heading top for a gank, but a timely TP, I think that's the key thing. They'll just want to prevent any future dives and punish them if Denial go for it.
I think that Nova is a little bit more under level than he should be. These 2 supports are taking a lot of experience from him, and that level 7 burst from Queen of Pain is just ridiculous, and they could really punish these 2 weak heroes on bottom lane, Rubik and Luna. Neither of them level 6 yet, in a very, very frail position, but Queen of Pain without the proper levels and without the proper health, she's only at half HP right now, 300. Oh, it looks like Boomski is in a little bit of danger on top lane.
Scouting with the Eidolons, Denial are going to abandon their tri-lane in the bottom lane. They were shutting down this Luna to some extent, but now,
Luna, the Nova could die right now if he's not careful. They scouted him out. They scouted the 3 heroes out on top lane, so they know he has no backup. If the Living Armor is a little bit late, he could easily die to the telekinesis and double nuke.
If it's not late though, it's very hard to kill him because there's not really any damage over time. No way to quickly remove the Living Armor charges, so it'll help to tank a lot of the incoming damage. Nova getting closer to level 6 now. He'll have his ultimate soon, and the good thing is now Luna gets some farm. This offensive jungle Enigma has really paid off. Killed the Kunkka twice, didn't die, and now has level 7. 700 gold up. I think overall 4FC is still in pretty good shape. We can confirm that with the gold graph. 750 gold lead, a 3k experience lead. Well, that's what you expect, Merlini. With these kind of lanes, they should have the edge. Krilli could be caught top, though. Sticky Napalm comes out. A Flame Break as well. Could Firefly away. Ice Path's going to catch him. Boat off the mark. Look for the Black Hole. Catches 3. Krilli Fireflying over the top. Stacking the Napalm. Now going to lasso 1 hero in position. The Kunkka it is. But there was just not enough follow-up. In comes the Torrent. Boomski on the run. Flame Break to get the kill. Krilli's still running. He ain't getting away, but the Treant walks through the flames while the song happens. Throws away his own life. They will lose the Enigma, too. An unnecessary death there, but hey, they turn 2 for 2, and the black hole was used.
Again, I'm surprised as the Alchemist is not playing greedier. He's had pretty much a free lane in mid just because Nagasaki has left the lane a couple of times. He has a lot of CS. He's second in CS shots right now with 45, and he's going for early mech when they have an Enigma on their team. And this is when Luna has poor farm. In this situation, it might be better to say, hey, I know Luna's not going to have any items, so I can pick up the slack a little bit, go play a little bit greedier so we have more carry presence past 30-minute mark.
Guys, if you're just joining us, it looks like we forgot to update the score indicator, but it is in fact 1-0. 4FC are leading the best of 3. They're 1 win away from taking this series. Blomberg channeling a stun to steal that haste rune from the
bottom
Naga
lane.
Lucian. Nice play by him. Meanwhile, while that's happening, well, dead Luna.
Yep. Nice ice path by Misko.
She needs a lane ward. Like, you can't have her sitting in the lane without any vision.
Yeah, just an easy blink, Shadow Strike by Nova. Even with the night vision, just not enough reaction time because there is no observer ward. It's still a very scary world out there for the Luna. She has not been getting any support this game.
Yeah, 4FC leading 1-0 here. And we'll see Denial Esports back off of the bottom lane for the time being. Smash still farming pretty well. Haste is up on Blomberg. Like you said, he's not going greedy, and I think he could get away with it. Still, he could have an impact soon. An early mech for this team. Denial, a lot of AoE damage. A little bit late on burst unless Quita Pain has her ult online. So they'll be able to get the mech off in most fights and could turn the tides here.
Yeah, I think they want to blink on Batrider as soon as possible. That's 300 gold, and because of that, maybe you don't need a blink on the Enigma. You can probably just get away with the BKB, and there are a few spells that will stop them. There is the Overgrowth if you manage to hit him and not get hold.
Really? Baiting a bit here, perhaps. He's got an out coming in. Here comes your boat. Now the stun on 2. Krilly able to dodge the boat. Really nice movement from him. Prodigious 13. Taking some big damage. 5 stacks of napalm up. There is no Firefly for 7 seconds time. Blomberg hasted. Running north. Prodigious is going to fall. Now onto Smash. That's 2. They could turn 3 in a second here. No Firefly mana. Masuku dropping fast. One more Smash. The Alchemist brings him down. Great movement from 4FC, and now the score 7-6. 12 minutes in, 4FC leading by over 2k gold, over 3.5k experience, and at long last,
Boomski in middle lane.
Luna's got some space.
Oh, they just ice path. I thought he was about to go on him, but he did not. And again, this Kunkka pick, he's cast ship twice, but it's been outmaneuvered by the Batrider. It's very difficult to set up, even with the ensnare from the Naga Siren. It's still quite difficult to pull off, especially from the mobile Batrider who can just fly over cliffs. And I really would have liked to see a Shadow Demon, or just more maybe when Treant Protector gets his root, he'll be able to hit some nice combos.
Yeah, if you have root as well as net, you really should be able to catch someone. Also, they have other synergies. They could use the Naga Sleep to set up those initiations, but I think that's the best one, honestly. You sleep, you throw the boat out, and the Torrent as well, and right when they're about to hit, you end the sleep. They have no way to react to that. You can follow up with an Ice Path, a lot of other AoE damage, but we haven't seen Denial achieve the full power of their lineup, and it's hard for them. Batrider is one of the worst heroes to play against if you're running a 5-man lineup, because he's just so good at disrupting your initiation, finding pickoffs, and generally preventing you from grouping as 5.
Oh, is he going to go for a solo kill?
Has Firefly, but that's too close to the tier 2. I think a smart play by Krilly to back off there.
Yep, and Luna forced to play very defensively, going for that early power treads, needs as much HP as possible to survive from this burst of Denial. But he also really needs BKB. 4FC really a BKB dependent lineup, especially against this heavy magical damage output from Denial.
I like the choice, just getting a Bracer, every bit of HP, because he had such an awful start, only 3k net worth. Even an Ogre Club's going to be a tough purchase for him to farm up.
Stats instead of Lunar Blessing.
Yeah, that I'm not so sold on.
He does not have it though.
Yeah, get your stats from items. Lunar Blessing, too good not to level up early. Malefice mid lane, Smash. Might be forced to Song, he's trying to cast it. Won't use it in the end. Krilly, maybe he could have just gone for the lasso.
I'm surprised
there.
He didn't go for it. I guess he is worried about the counter initiate with the boat. And
I mean, honestly, I just feel like you're not going to get a kill, but you just lasso her, you force her to blow Song of the Siren. Lasso isn't that long of a cooldown. It's only 70 seconds. You compare that to the Naga ult at level 1, 3 minutes. So you get the Naga ult on cooldown, and then you can your next gank
Look at this stun from downtown.
I was following it across this. I wanted to talk, though, so I just lost
The thing
track
gets
of
bigger
it.
and bigger.
Yeah,
It's
basically it flies up in the sky. Now Blomberg gets netted mid. Smash is going to come in. Ice Path to fly. He has not used his ult. The mech is deployed, but I don't think it's going to matter. The boat comes through. Denial will kill off the enemy Alchemist. Now they'll retreat out. Smash, a spell stolen from him. And in comes Krilly, looking for trouble. No lasso just yet.
And I'm curious to see what items Queen of Pain is going to go. I actually think he's going for Yule Scepter first, which is very, very dangerous versus a Bat Rider. But they, I mean, it might. Ooh, I hear
There's your
Sarah.
song. The Torrent could come. Look for the Ice Path. There's no Torrent, actually. Not yet. Macro Pyre. Ice Path as well. Wumbo combo. Down they go. 2 to fall. More to follow, perhaps. In comes your Luna. No Eclipse just yet. Now caught. There's creeps here. She'll pop the ult, but not going to be too effective. Now they run back into the Ice Path. Krilly, as well as 61-16. You're standing. Flame breaking them towards himself. Not ideal, but might turn this around. 1 to fall. Smash in trouble. He pops his nukes. Well, there's your Queen of Pain. Too bad Nova wasn't there earlier. But now Blomberg right back into the meat grinder for this fella. He just wants to be mincemeat. He'll pop his ult. He'll be able to live, but... Merlini, that was without the Kunkka boat, and that was without the Queen of Pain. Imagine if they have those two. 4FC should not be grouping at all.
4FC needs to get the jump on denial. First, we saw the Alchemist get picked off here, no support from his teammates, and then 2 teammates standing over here. They either need a lane ward in middle so they can actually react to denial's heroes being there, or they need Krilly to make some plays with the Bat Rider. He had his blink around the 11-minute mark, and it's been 4.5 minutes. I haven't seen a lasso since.
Yeah, he's 4-3-4. He's been involved in this game, but it hasn't been initiations. It's just been
Yeah, he dominated his lane too.
prolonged little scrappy engagements for him, which isn't really ideal. And now for 4FC, they still hold all their outer towers. Map control-wise, they have a 1-tower advantage. And I still think that they can take this game just by getting the jump on denial. So if you're 4FC, do you just sit back and farm your BKBs? Is there anything else they should be doing?
They should just pick off easy heroes to kill with the Bat Rider and then start to secure farm on the Luna. They need a ward a little bit better, I'd say, on the bottom rune. There's been no fights in this area. It's either been down here or in middle. And they need to have either ward in middle or a lane ward for Luna to prevent those deaths on her, get her BKB, and farm a little bit. Again, this Bat Rider trying to search for kills. He is finally paired up with Stringby, who is level 8 with Spell Steal, with Arcane Boots, and with Torrent.
Yeah, for the time being, Torrent is a nice spell for him to have. It can set up that Enigma Black Hole as well. We'll see if he goes for it for the time being. For
top lane.
enough for the time being,
I'm
I
scared
guess.
for this Luna's life.
Yep. While that's happening, they'll back off top, and in 4FC goes onto the bottom lane. Pressure applied, Misko. Ice Path level 3. Should be able to clear this wave out in short order. Now dual breathing over the top. Will be no further engagement. 4FC. Content to farm, Merlini, you didn't get your wish, but finally Blomberg has been forced to skill Grievel's Greed. This is the least selfish Alchemist player I've ever seen.
I know.
Sickening.
Ridiculous.
Sickeningly selfless.
Enigma will have his BKB soon, and that is the plus side of an Alchemist trying to go for his mech.
There's still some ways to deal with that, though. There's the Naga Net, there's the Treant Overgrowth, and also there's just catching him before he pops BKB as well.
Queen of Pain, I saw her with a voice and an Asobi mask, and now she's opted for Perseverance. I think that
This is an awkward build.
Yeah, I think Lincoln Sphere is pretty good here. It'll block Bat Ultimate, which is the main thing that you want to block. But again, she's not really like in the fray. Most of the time, she's just cleaning up or picks off easy kills. Maybe she could have gone for more.
They've
of a
cornered
snowball.
Boomski. Wants to TP out Ice Path. Well placed. Good anticipation for Misko. We'll catch Boomski out. He'll go down. And they will just back off. Easy kill. And just out of position.
Yeah, I think they need to take down this tower as soon as possible, or at least put some pressure out on it. Again, Luna is one of those carries that can farm up very fast if they have been stacking Ancients. No Ancient stack yet, and I don't even think any of the large camps has been stacked. They have Bat Rider who can take out Alchemist and Luna. All these are very excellent at taking out stacks, and I'm surprised they aren't abusing it a little bit more.
Honestly, we were talking a lot about how 61-16 was getting completely shut down, but he's done a nice job of limiting the damage. Jakiro actually gets solo killed by Strangby bottom lane. He's farming up reasonably well, and I think that's really impressive considering how many ways there are to gank him. He's still squishy, but hasn't been getting caught since the laning stage, so credit to him for some pretty good play.
Lane.
There's your lasso top lane, the blink initiation on Nova. Living Armor's there, keeping him in fighting shape for the time being. In comes your Luna. No vision for the Lucent Beam. It looks like, actually, it's even though it's nighttime, it's Luna. Should be able to hit that, but maybe got fogged.
Yeah, I think they potentially could have executed a little bit better. He blinked on the Queen of Pain, dragged her into the creeps. No chance for, or I mean, really low chance for Eclipse to hit him. I think they could have probably pulled her over here a little bit and then just Eclipse her away from the creep wave. I think that would almost been a guaranteed kill on the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, just another Bat Rider gank, not really panning off. Sure, he's 4-3-4, 9-12 your score 19 minutes in. 4FC trailing, but it does seem like the Bat Rider isn't quite having the presence we thought he would.
And Kunkka has his drums. I like the drums build. Usually Naga gets it, but Naga's actually very far and very close to her Diffusal Blade. She is going to start hurting.
And now going for
Radiant's bottom
a little bit of a push bottom lane. Has hit level 13. Has gotten over the hump. Now it's only a 2-minute cooldown on the Oat. Smash is going to take this tower. In comes the Luna, underestimating the power of Naga. This hero is scary to fight 1v1. Still trying to fight. Is going to get netted for his trouble. I have no idea why he stuck around this long, but he's going to pay. 61-16. Maybe figured he was dead.
Or some TP support. Where is his team?
There's no TP on Krilly. Just going back for the Force Staff now, man. They had a TP on the Alchemist, which appears like it was online, and the Enigma. So, bit surprised there. Boomski, he's caught in the jungle. He does have a black hole, not using it yet. Now they lasso smash. And Krilly's saying, come in, Boomski. Let's black hole this. Let's fight. He chooses to run. Now the boat comes through. A lot of miscues. This is not the smoothest fight you'll ever see. Ice Path as well will catch Krilly. Krilly on the Bat Rider, going to go down. These teams are just not on the same page with their teammates for the most part. Boat while Song is going off, Black Hole, Enigma refusing to use it, running away, while the Bat Rider tries to drag a hero towards him. And now Strangby finds a kill in the back lines, but will end up going down. In comes your Alchemist, Blomberg. Well, Living Armor making the difference here. He pops the mech, but he just can't seem to find a kill. Boomski buys back, airballs it, PGG's the Black Hole. And Masuku, well, he's going to go down. Diving the tower, will pay with his life. Who needs the Black Hole? Just the threat of it's enough. Nova cleaning up on the back lines. Prodigious trying to TP out. Lucent Beam won't be there. Merlini, this is not Navi versus LGD.
This is... It is not. I have not seen a good Black Hole yet, and neither have I seen a good Bat Rider Lasso game. These two heroes are extremely potent in this 10 to 20 minute area of the game, and Denial is just using their ultimates way better. Song of Siren to set up for the Macro of Fire and the Ice Path. Queen of Pain just cleaning up, even though she is quite vulnerable to Black Hole, to Unstable Concoction, to Bat Rider ultimate this early, but she's getting a lot of farm. 5-0-3 on this Queen of Pain, very close to his Lincoln if it's not coming, or it is coming right now.
And this Naga's in a lot of trouble. Netted mid, 61-16 is going to go down.
Poor Luna.
Trying to, well, that one I'm going to blame the Luna for. Trying to solo push this tower with the tier 1 still up for Denial. I don't really know what you expect, but it's not going to be good. And your team didn't have Black Hole, Bat Rider, just TP top, so frankly, 61-16 just getting caught out. Should have been playing more defensively. Now they'll go in mid. They won Strangby, caught by an Ice Path, lifted up and smacked down to take a fall. And now Denial starting to gain a lot of steam. For 4FC, you kept on talking about just the way their lineup is supposed to work. Bat Rider finds pickoffs, they farm BKBs, and they take one kill or two, and then they push a tower. But instead, they're being forced to 5v5, and they're just not getting the upper hand here. Now a Torrent connects. Blomberg, he could be in trouble. Boat's going to come through. The Swedes are getting overwhelmed by some good old-fashioned Peruvian Dota. Denial are cruising. Now a net in the base. Smash will back off. Eats a Lucent Beam to the face, but keeps on running. They should be able to retreat.
Oh, there's a Bat Rider ultimate, but it comes out on the Lincoln's Queen of Pain.
Oh, you got to check the inventory. That hurts.
Hurts indeed. Naga Siren trying to pick off someone with Song of Siren. There is the Diffusal Blade up on her, and that is very dangerous. This Naga Siren has Yasha, Diffusal Blade, and there are no BKBs on the Luna, and Alchemist just phase boost mech. Super poor.
Yeah, who's going to do the damage for this team? That's the real problem for 4FC. They have no damage. And Denial are tanky. The Naga working towards the Manta Cell, already 1300 HP. Mitsuko, with a simple Urn, Magic Wand, is already sitting at 1200. The Jakiro, a naturally tanky support. Nova, well, virtually unkillable with that Lincoln's, it feels. At least you're not going to lasso him first. You got to use another spell or item to break that Lincoln.
Need that Force Staff on the Bat Rider.
Caught. He'll try to TP out, but Overgrowth's there. Come back to Earth, Bat Rider. Come back to Mama. Queen of Pain will bring him down.
And 4FC has been on a roll in these last 10 minutes. Looking at the difference in gold earn, it has taken a drastic swing and not in 4FC's favor.
I didn't want to look at the gold graph, Merlini, but you've made me reveal my hand now. It's a 4K gold lead for Denial, as you said, a 5K experience lead. And more importantly, I think it's just the map control advantage.
Yeah, it is huge. They can't farm anywhere right now. And again, not being able to stack really hurts the carrying potential of these heroes.
4FC middle lane trying to get a push going. Still no BKB on the Luna. Not even is close to the Ogre Club. I can't say they're fully out of this game because I think late game they actually have a bit of an edge based on their heroes, but they've got a lot of farming.
Wow, look at this Luna.
61-16. What a woman. This Luna is way too manly for her own good, or aggressive, whatever the case is. Boomski runs into Black Hole, then tries to TP out. It's just you have errors right now for 4FC. Something is rotten in the state of Sweden because they are not on the same page this game whatsoever.
They also can't group up and push. Grouping up and push is potentially one of the worst ideas that 4FC can do, just because they have no BKBs. A Naga Song of Siren will just set them up for a drastic, terrible team fight, for example,
This
right
looks
now.
pretty terrible.
Where's THD?
Radiant's middle tower
No THD in position. They'll catch Strangby. He's going to fall. Easy pickings. And now from the sides, come Krilly. Will he go for a lasso? There's really no damage. They're still diving this out. The stun comes out, only hits on Smash. Blomberg in trouble. Now the lasso to try and pull Prodigious 13 back, but Krilly gets rooted. Krilly gets killed off. Denial Esports, 26-12. They are cruising. Remember, 4FC took game 1. They're certainly a decent team capable of beating Denial, but this is just them not having a good game.
Yeah, they've been doing a fantastic job of keeping Batrider in place after he gets a lasso. I've seen Overgrowth on him. I've seen Ice Path, and they've just been doing a fantastic job of not letting 4FC get those big ultimates off.
Radiant's middle
Or
tower
stuns.
has fallen.
Yeah, and not letting them get the farm either. They have not been able to find the BKBs on any of these heroes. Even the 4-staff for Batrider still being worked on. And now a Naga Manta. And 4FC, a bit lacking in terms of AoE damage. Like, they've got these really low damage spells like Fade Bolt, you have Acid Spray, there's no Cleave. The Luna, only 2 points in glaives and minimal damage items. So those illusions live for a while. And illusions with Diffusal Blade, in case you haven't heard, do an awful lot of damage.
And they really need a little bit more AoE, perhaps just more damage from those heroes, so that they can make Eclipse shine.
Yeah, that's a good point. Eclipse, that's what they wanted in that last team fight mid. The Luna saying, I have Eclipse, come in and be in black hole this, we'll go, but she just died too fast. Couldn't get it off. Here comes the push mid. An army of Naga Illusions along with Nova. He's up to 1,000 gold and has a Mystic Staff. Oh man, getting very
Radiant's
fat.
top tower
This
has
Queen of
fallen.
Pain, your second highest net worth. The leader is Smash, who's smashingly good this game.
Casual Sage's Mask.
Yeah, the casual Sage's Mask is, it's alright.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's such a cheap item, but I mean, obviously, if you're building a Perseverance anyway, it seems kind of unnecessary.
So Denial is in full control of the map right now. Roshan is theirs if they want to take it. They have complete control of that, and even if they clump up, they have Song of the Siren. No big deal. Just cast it, take down Roshan, and then just initiate with the Jakiro. I must say the Jakiro has been pretty spawn on with initiating after most Song of the Sirens, usually hitting at least 2 heroes with the Ice Path and setting up Macropyre before.
Oh, Strangby, he's stolen living armor. He's also juked Nova. He'll TP out. Magical play from our Rubik. A small sign of life for this squad.
Masuku, get me a TP.
No TP for you.
Oh, there's a
Look
party.
at that teamwork from Nova.
That party time on the cliff.
That party time earlier today was pretty good. Vacuum. Those heroes live forever, too. Oh, I'm spoiling the series. If you guys didn't watch the grand finals of the Alienware Cup, you definitely should, but there
There's
we
a
go.
veil of on Jakiro.
Wow.
Wow.
You never see this item.
Yeah, I
think it's so
Jakiro
underrated.
builds it the most, but where did he find this amount of farm? That's an expensive item for a support Jakiro.
Well, Misko, I'll take a look at his record, but I imagine it's pretty good. 18 assists. Well,
Wow, 18.
That'll
oh my
do it.
goodness.
What a player.
What a player
What a
indeed.
teammate.
They don't have a mech, though, and this will hurt their push sustainability. Usually, it's just one tower and out, unable to go for a little bit more, even if a couple of heroes on 4FC are picked off. And Blomberg just farming away on top, desperately searching for his BKB. Ogre Club already online. Luna also desperately looking for that BKB. Only Ogre Club on both of them. Far, far away until the mass BKB team fight comes
You know,
out.
you've talked a lot about how important the BKBs are, and I totally agree with you for like that 15 to 25 minute mark. When you get to 28 minutes, the BKB is not
Yeah,
enough.
it's too little too late. They're just going to get bursted down. If they pop it to deal with THDs, a plethora of spells, they're just going to get rooted and just focus down. They do have a lot of physical damage with Naga Siren. Oh, stand in 61 16.
Goodbye, 61-16. He had living armor, but it was diffused off immediately.
Oh.
Smash giving chase, getting juked here quite a bit. I'm not sure why, but he's reluctant to use the net. He's still got a song if the Luna tries to TP out. There's your net. They'll find 61-16, and down she'll go. And now Enigma actually walking down into the lane. Just saw this gank happening. Boomski gonna get caught out. Drops a black hole that doesn't really connect. Only catches one. Now in trouble. Now to fall. Peru is on the move, and our Swedes are just getting overrun.
This is no puppy Enigma.
I'm not sure why he ran back into the lane, but, well, he'll get caught, and he'll pay for that. And Krilly will fall as well. 4 dead. Probably GG coming soon. Denial just overrunning 4FC in game 2, and they're going to force a game 3.
Denial did a pretty strong point in their lanes. They gave Nagasiren a lot of farm. Granted, she had a relatively easy match in the middle, and Kunkka recovered quite nicely due to the pressure from the two supports. I think that Misko on the Jakiro rotated very, very well in their early and mid game. Sure, Enigma did a lot of work in the early phase, getting that first blood, trying to take that tower down early, but the supports from the Denial just set things up way better than the supports and the ganker rules from 4FC.
Couldn't agree with you more. So game 2 is now in the books. Chalk it up to Denial. They forced the game 3. Hopefully Kawa can hear my loud voice.
First pick tree. Can't lose.
All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, it's the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. This brought to you by Corsair. And welcome back, Kawa. How you doing, buddy?
Puzzles and Dragons.
gc.corsair.com is the place to go if you want to support the tournament. There's lots of giveaways. There are some free Dota TV tickets being given out. All you got to do is head to gc.corsair.com. You can find out more about that. You can make me happy. You can make Merlini happy. You can make Corsair happy, too. So we hope you guys enjoyed the game, but we'll be coming right back with Game 3. It's going to be 4FC versus Denial Esports. Winner moves on. Loser is eliminated. And the winner of this match will play Evil Geniuses coming up next. Stay tuned.